Using QR codes in the classroom. We all know that no two students are exactly alike. They come to the classroom with different learning styles, background knowledge, and capabilities. And because of these differences, they have different needs in order to reach their maximum potential for learning. For example, an English language learner may need assistance with vocabulary in order to understand concepts, while some students may just need things to be explained to them in a different way. And still other students may need to be challenged by enrichment activities. But the problem many teachers face is how to differentiate to such a variety of students within a single classroom. One way to individualize to multiple types of students is to include QR codes into the lessons. You may have seen strange box symbols on items like cereal boxes, TV commercials, or any number of other places. This is a quick response or QR code. When read by a barcode or QR reader, it provides easy access to a vast amount of interactive information. For instance, if you were to scan the QR code shown here, you would see a YouTube video explaining what QR codes are. There are many applications for QR codes in the classroom. Schools have used these in yearbooks to provide access to videos that obviously can't be printed on paper, as well as providing access to pictures that were taken after the yearbook was sent to the printer. Teachers assign QR codes to students, which connect to online portfolios that show student work, and also to reading blogs, so they can easily walk around the room, scan a QR code, and check student progress, and then provide them with formative feedback. Teachers can print QR codes on worksheets and PowerPoint presentations so that students can link to additional material such as videos, audio files, and websites. Teachers can provide a link to email or text messages if students have questions outside of the school day. And students can transform paper-based projects such as posters into interactive ones by linking to videos and other websites. One of the best applications for QR codes in the classroom is the ability to easily allow differentiation. Teachers can embed codes into PowerPoint presentations, worksheets, bulletin boards, or simply just project the codes onto a screen. Various codes can be incorporated for the different needs of students. At this point, you may be wondering, well, how do I create a QR code? Well, it's actually pretty easy. There are several QR code generators on the internet. We can see just by doing a quick search that several are shown. One that I particularly like is called QRstuff.com. The reason I like this one is it gives you several different data types for your QR codes. For instance, you can create codes for website URLs, YouTube videos, Twitter feeds, Google Maps, email addresses, text messages, and so on. So how you would do this is, let's say we want to create a YouTube video link. We are just going to find our YouTube video, copy the URL, and paste it into the video URL box. So we'll want to leave it on create a mobile link. You can also create a desktop link and embed the URL into code as is. From here, you just click download QR code, and it will create a PNG file that is basically a picture that can be embedded into documents, PowerPoint presentations, etc. So there are several different options you have. So if we wanted to look at some of the other options, for instance, if you wanted to create quick and easy email messages, for instance, if you wanted your students to be able to email you once they finished a project, you can go ahead and put your email address in. The subject heading, and in the body they can put their name or whatever, and then you would just create the QR code. Here we can see an image of what it would look like, and you can do the same thing for all of these different types of data.
Here's an example of how QR codes can be used in a presentation. Here I have a PowerPoint presentation slide that I use in my Earth Science class. So we can see that the topic is convection within plate movement. So I have several different barcodes here, and each of these barcodes allows students to see which QR codes pertain to their individual needs. For instance, the black code in the upper corner is for general use. It gives some background information, some further reading, sometimes visuals that any student may use if they want to learn more about the topic. So I have installed a QR reader onto an iPad. What I do is just hold it up. It automatically reads the code. It sends a website that gives more information about cells and how they assist in plate tectonic movement. For students who are English language learners, I have the red code here that can give such as videos in their native language. In this, I've taken the term convection and I have translated the definition so that they can easily see what it is in order to have a better understanding. So I'm just going to scan this red code. Sorry, the lights are on. And they can easily see a definition in Spanish in this case. For students who want some enrichment, they can scan the purple code. And in this case, it'll take them to an internet activity that I have found that goes along with this and delves a little bit deeper into the idea of convection and plate movement. And it can be used for RTI if students need a little extra work for enrichment or extra credit, anything like that. Things that they understand and want to check, I have the blue code, which when we scan it, takes students to a quick self-quiz, and they can easily answer the questions on this quiz and get immediate feedback on whether or not they are understanding. And finally, for visual learners especially, we have YouTube videos. So if we scan the green code, it will take students to a YouTube video that shows in great detail the concept of convection and how it looks inside the Earth. QR codes are really nice because students often have iPod touches or smartphones of their own that they can take home. Most QR generators and readers will have an option where you can click on your history, and this will take you to all of the codes that you have however long you have them saved. And so if a student goes home, they can click on the self-check quiz, and maybe they didn't understand it the first time, or maybe they just wanted to do some more digging and then answer the questions later. So students can go back and review or look into things that they maybe didn't for in class, or if they just want to refresh themselves.
As with any technology, there are limitations to using QR codes in the classroom. Most notably, you need to be able to have access to a mobile device with a camera for it to be used. Examples are iPod touches, smartphones, tablets, or laptops. And then on those, you need a QR reader to be installed. QR codes have the ability to provide enriched learning through each of the 4 C's. One can easily see how creativity can be enhanced. Students and teachers can transform a 2-dimensional piece of paper by adding a multitude of interactive features such as videos, music, interactive maps, etc. into their projects. Students will have to use critical thinking to determine what types of information to use in order to enhance those projects. Or when presented by differentiated information from a teacher, students will have to decide which of the information will be of greatest benefit to him or her personally, and read that accordingly. When students need to be challenged, they can be provided with enrichment activities that can provide additional opportunities for critical thinking. Using QR codes, students can increase communication by providing access to their published information on the internet for anyone to see. Projects can also be catered to the ideal media format for individual learners.